Oh God. Friggin' Monday afternoon, people. Been a brutal morning. Woke up and it's friggin' hotter than shit outside right now. Phone says it's 26 degrees Celsius. Feels like 35. Yeah, feels like that? Well, I don't like that kind. I'm gonna make myself a coffee though, because kind of need one to wake the frig up. Yup. Need some coffee. Friggin' was doing a little bit of looking online to see exactly how I should take care of my lawn. And you're right. Fertilizing it won't do anything. Not with the fertilizer I have anyway. But what I need to do is even throwing down seed probably won't do anything, but I can try that. Fertilizing won't do anything yet, but what they recommend is I wait a little bit of time there, and then fertilize mid-July after I lay down some seed and stuff. But I gotta be able to water it, so because you're supposed to freshly water your lawn, then lay down the fertilizer so that it germinates and all that shit, and then it should be good. So yeah, BS, but it's the way she goes. Well, today I want to go alongside the garage, grab the wood, bring it in the garage, get it ready, throw into Rex's truck tomorrow so that we can go do a dump run. Get that garage even more cleaned out and things. So that's the battle plan there, and welcome to my vlog. That's one thing with that creamer that Mom and Dad bought me for the coffee. You really don't need as much of that as you do the powdered shit that I used to use. Friggin' lately there, over the weekend when I was making coffees, I made a couple and I think I put a little bit too much creamer because the coffees were white. But no, you don't need that much creamer in them. Worst spot for a mosquito bite ever. Right on your knuckle. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess it's time to break out the Orajel. Yeah, that works great on mosquito bites. Sure does. Well, I think what I'm going to do with that wood, instead of throwing it in the dump, I'm going to bring it to my buddy's house this weekend. My buddy out in the sticks, because last time when we tried to have a campfire, we couldn't have a campfire. Well, we had a campfire, but we had a hell of a time getting kindling to start the fire. And that lattice would make great kindling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just not bother bringing it to the dump, and I'm going to break it all up and bring it out there for him or for us to use this weekend coming up to have a campfire. And you know, it won't be much, it's only like 2 lattice boards, but there'll probably be around 20-30 sticks of kindling out of it, or maybe even more, so we can at least get a good fire started. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do, is just save it for that, and that way there we don't have to sit there and whack at logs trying to break little sticks off to make the starter, you know. I think that'd be a better idea. I do say so myself. Well, coffee number 1 is done. Time for coffee number 2. Freaking can't wait for this coming weekend. Hoping it's nice weather. My phone was reporting that it was going to be like rainy and shit, and now it's saying that it's going to be partially cloudy with rain on Sunday. I don't care what it does Sunday, as long as Saturday's nice. Because we're going to have fireworks, we're going to blow shit up, it's going to be awesomer than frig. So, really hoping for a good day Saturday so that we can have a good time, party it up, and not have to worry about anything. But if we're confined to inside the house, then so be it, you know, whatever. Whatever we gotta do to get her done, you know. But it should be a good party. You going camping? Yep, you going camping, eh? You are, you know it. Holy crap, when that Keurig finishes, it makes quite a ruckus, eh? Frig sakes. I'm gonna have to put more water into it. It's starting to get a little low. I always do the double tap, the double small cups. That way there you get, you know, full cup, full 12-ounce cup of coffee. I like that. And now we have a nice cup of mud. So, I'm gonna go drink this, maybe wake up a little bit more. Frig sakes. I don't know why I'm so tired today. I didn't really do anything last night. Went to bed early and things. Probably just the weekend itself got to me. But yeah, so right now I'm just rendering up some Borderlands 2 footage, getting that ready for deployment. Good times. So basically, because I didn't feel like doing shit today because it's just too damn warm out to do anything and for me to care, I've been rendering up all my Borderlands 2 footage from last night. I played another 9 games of it, and I want to get those uploaded to YouTube. So basically, I won't have any more games to upload until September. But yeah, I haven't done too much today, but I bought a game a while back called War Z, and it's kind of like DayZ for Arma 2, but it's a standalone game, and they had it on sale for like, it's like 13 bucks. You get the game and you get a bunch of in-game gold and stuff. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up. Haven't played it yet. I noticed a couple people playing the shit out of it. Some people said it's kind of glitchy, other people said it's friggin' awesome. But a friend of a friend opened up a server for it, so I'm probably gonna give that a go later on, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But it looks pretty awesome, that's for sure, because it's all about zombies, and who doesn't friggin' love zombies? Well, I guess if you're the individual getting eaten by the zombie, then that's not cool. But, you know, then you wouldn't really like them. But, you know, zombies are pretty friggin' awesome. I do say so myself. You know, zombie games rock. Friggin' love them to death. You know, I haven't played any Dead Island yet, but I'm probably going to get into that one later on, maybe. Right now, I just want to copy all my game videos over to my pen drive like a boss. And now we're going to go ahead and take Oreo outside for a potty because it's getting really close to go time. Little go time. I gotta go to work, get those hours in for the day. I really wish Oreo would realize he can't walk through me. He can only walk around me. So I just let him out there. He's gonna go for a piss, and then we're gonna have to bring him back in, and then us head off to work and go from there. Freak sakes, I have no idea how many beers I drank on the weekend. I don't even know how many I have left. Oh, I got 3 left. I only drank a dozen beer on the weekend. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So I got 3 beers left. The problem when you buy those boxes of beers is you have no idea. Holy frig, I need a haircut. But you have no idea how much you have left, and it's a pain in the cock. But, is he shitting again? Where's my dog? Where's my puppy? Oh, there's my puppy. Alright, maybe tomorrow I'll go swing by the haircut place and get a haircut, because that might be needed. Got my keys, got my wallet. Yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow, haircut, because son of a bitch. It's like I'm wearing a hat 24/7 right now. It's kind of brutal. And maybe I'll trim my beard. Same time, you know? Same time trim beard. Get over your door, freak sakes. Just gotta lock her up. And we'll jump in the Trans Am and head off to work. Holy cock knuckles, she's hot in here. People think that my starter's shot on the car. I don't know, it spins and starts the car. I don't think it's the starter. I think it's just, you know, it takes time for the fuel to get to the into the engine and go. But if it is the starter that's shot, not a big deal. I have a spare starter in the garage, so it'll fit this car no problem. Because I thought before the starter was shot, it ended up with my battery. Whoops. Anyway, people, let's get off to work. God, I wish this car had AC. Gorgeous day out today, but holy frig is she ever muggy. Muggy as in really humid. That's why it probably feels like it's like 35 out. It's because of the humidex and shit. But, oh well, whatever. We'll get to work and it'll be all air conditioned office, and that'll be pretty sweet. So that mic I was using on the voice recorder, that one I bought from Deal Extreme, yeah, it's kife. Something's wrong with it. There's a short somewhere and it keeps zapping out. So I can't use that mic anymore. I'm gonna have to go back to the lapel mic, and the problem is that mic was nice because I could just stab it in there, aim it at my face and drive, and I didn't have to wear it or anything. But I guess the lapel mic, I can just clip it to the sun visor and it does the same thing. It's just a cable on it. It's like 15 feet long. What the frig is this asshole doing? Son of a bitch. Oh, frig sakes, am I ever sweating? This is bad. Bad mojo. Should crack open the other window too. It's real serious hot airflow. This is the reason why I like driving the G6 in the summer, people. Air conditioning makes a big difference. Oh. Once we get into the office, we'll cool right down. The only thing that sucks is when you go into the office and you cool right down, and you go up for a cigarette break and you heat right up, and then you go back into the office and you cool right down, and you keep doing that, and it's like, holy shit, your body just hates your face, but not a big deal. Oh, friggin' Monday. Monday. Next week, or this Friday coming up, I go in 2 to 10, all next week 2 to 10. I don't mind that, because getting off at 10 o'clock in the evening is not too bad. You know, that way there, if Rex is working, we can still go for coffees and things. But it still means that I got to get up earlier and go to bed earlier, but not a big deal. I'm usually up by noon, so not a big deal indeed. just gonna take the shorter path to work today, just to get there a little quicker. Oh, this weekend was awesome, I do admit it. I had a great weekend this weekend, you know. Did a lot of things, had a lot of fun. And that's the problem, is during the week with working, there's not much I can really do. It's a little bit I can do, but not much. I'll be able to do more when I get my time off and things, and like next Monday I'm off, so, and I'm going to my buddy's house on Saturday, coming back Sunday, and then Monday I'll be at home. It's too hot and muggy out today to do anything. Well, yeah, later this week I'll grab that wood from the side of the garage, break it all down, bag it, and bring it to my buddy's house for the weekend so that we can use it to start a fire. Because it'd be great for that. It's dried up friggin' pine, right? So she'll catch fire nicely. Be a great little fire starter. Oh, signal lights are for goofs, people. Signal lights are for goofs. Friggin' Alpine's just like lane changing, no signal light. By Alpine, I mean that Honda Accord. Just giving her. Fuck signal lights, eh? They get in the way. Don't let people know what you're doing. Just do what you want. You're driving a Honda. Oh, for frig's sake. Oh, okay. Thought there was a guy gonna stop this lane. I was gonna get a little testy with them, but no. No, keep it calm, Adam, keep it calm. There's a Ford Thunderbird. Never really cared for those, I'd rather have the Mustang. So I wonder when I find out if I win my Camaro. Because when you buy a carton of cigarettes at the reserve, you get a ballot for a Chevy Camaro. Like I said, it's probably a V6. Sure enough, I got Rex going. I'm like, yeah, I'd sell the G6, keep the Camaro for my daily driver, winter beater, and then still drive this in the summer. He's like, dude, I will disown you as a friend if you do that. Fun times. Fun times. Hopefully I get to pick the color if I win it. Even though I don't know what color I want. Definitely not yellow, because then everybody will think I'm copying Bumblebee. But whatever color it is, it is. Dad was saying though, I'm like, I'd probably sell it right away and buy my truck. He goes, no, don't. Because the resale value of it sucks. The moment you take it off the lot, you're only going to get like maybe like what it would be worth if you sold it a year later. So you might as well just enjoy it for a year, put some mileage on it, have some fun with it, and then dump it. And that kind of made a lot of sense. So, where can I put my pig? I'll put it over here, friggin'. Oop, shit. Alright, we're here. Let's shut her down and get this shift over with, people. Peace out. Alright, people, it's 8 o'clock lunchtime. Friggin' 7 o'clock hit, and I just got a case of the super drowsies. Wow. Friggin' was ready for bed there for a minute, ready to go to sleep. So I was thinking after work, scooting over to the corner store and filling up the car with gas, because it's currently at $1.17.9, and this is a long weekend coming up, so that means that gas is going up by the weekend, because every time there's a long weekend, gas goes through the roof. And I'm sitting at just over a half a tank now, but I might as well top it right up, and that way there, if something happens that I need gas by the weekend, I won't be paying out the arsehole for gasoline. Well, it's finally starting to cool off a little out here, so that's nice. Thank God, because holy crap, man. Earlier today, that was ridiculous out here. It's going to be a hooer to sleep tonight, let me tell you a little something about that. Well, big congratulations goes out to Cat Piss. Freaking had a baby boy today. Yeah, Cat Piss had a baby boy. He'll probably post a video probably to his channel, but yeah, everything went good with the labor and all that, and the baby came out no problem, and life is good. So, freaking boy's got himself a family. He's got a wife, he's got a baby, he's got a house. He's giving her. Right on. And I know you're all gonna ask me the questions of, so when are you gonna start a family? Whenever. Not in a rush. Nope. Some will say I'm not getting any younger. Don't you think I know that? Time's linear, people. It only moves forward. But for now, being single is a hell of a lot easier, and I'm enjoying it. Normally I'd curse out the wind, but thank God we have a little bit of wind tonight, because otherwise we'd be in a swimming pool. It's so muggy out. So apparently the corner store behind me where I always go, they were doing a thing today and I took advantage of it. They're giving out free coffee and free fountain pops for like the rest of the month. Actually, they're doing it all month. I just found out about it today. So I went over there tonight on my break and grabbed a coffee. It was alright. Also, apparently Dad brought me a loaf of banana bread. My aunt baked me a loaf of banana bread for getting her printer going, which I didn't really do anything to get it going, so whatever. Free banana bread. I like that kind. So I need to buy a bottle of degreaser. Probably thinking, what the hell do you want to degrease? My car, my Trans Am, all that shit on the roof and stuff, it's on there pretty good. And I know if I get a bottle of like friggin' tile spray or whatever for bathrooms, the shit that you can use to take mold off your tiles and all the soaps come in that, you spray that on the moldy areas on the car. They're not really moldy, there's shit on there. You spray it on there and then you wipe it off and then you hose it down, and it does a fantastic job. And that's probably the stuff I'm going to buy. Is fantastic. Next year I'll get a spray job on it. It's probably going to cost me about $1,000 if I leave it white. If I change the color, it's probably going to cost me a lot more. But I'm just going to leave it white. Get it all resprayed and touched up and all that, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. One Bubba Mike 1 told me I should paint it black, but my big concern is I drive it in the summer. And if anybody's ever driven a black car in the summer, they realize when they get into it, when it's been sitting in the sun for a while, it's definitely like getting into a sauna. It's like a roasting oven. So I'm thinking of just leaving it white and going with it. I think that might work the best for me. Also, a paint job will clean up that mess in the back bumper, which would be nice. So shad fly season should be starting soon. If tonight, maybe, who knows? But it should be starting soon, because freak sakes, it's getting close to July, eh? It's getting close to July. Hell, the 1st is next Monday, so they're about due to launch. Will I be parking the Trans Am for shad fly season? Nope. I just feel so blah today. Probably because it was nice yesterday. Well, it wasn't nice, it was storming, but it wasn't this friggin' hot. And Saturday wasn't this friggin' hot, and then today it just got so muggy out. It's unbelievable. That, and I haven't really been going to bed on time, so that's not helping matters much. But tomorrow at 11 o'clock, that's when Rex and I are going to hit up the junkyard and drop off our dump load. So I should be awake by 10 tomorrow, so I shouldn't be up too late tonight. Because, yeah, we're going to run all the garbage in the garage to the dump, and then run all his garbage to the dump, split on a dump run, and frig yeah, it'll be awesome. And a lot of you were commenting about the price, $20 for a dump run. Well, it's all you can carry for $20, right? So if you have a trailer and a pickup truck and you loaded both of the tits, it's $20. Bring them in, dump them off, go. Because normally I wouldn't bother doing a dump run. I would just every week put out 2 bags of garbage in my house garbage and let the friggin' the dumpster pick it up and go from there. But I figured I can get rid of it all in one haul. What the hell, why not, eh? Why not? Anyway, people, I'm gonna head her back inside and carry on with this night, and I'll probably be out here at 10:30 having another break. And I'll talk to you guys then. Maybe something new will develop, who knows? We'll stay tuned and find out. Alright, peace the frig out, people. Alrighty, people, well, it's friggin' midnight and I missed my cue. What you're probably wondering is what the hell I'm talking about. Well, friggin' gas jumped up to $1.29.9, son of a bitch. So there goes that chance to get any gas at cheap rates. But I'm gonna head her home now and say frig it. So let's pitter patter and have at her and go home. Alright, I'm home now. Just gotta open the door and let Scruffy out. So let's go. Holy shit, she's a friggin' sauna in here, people. Friggin' sauna in here. Yup. There, let the dog out for a shit. And kick on the light so I can see when he comes back to the door. Oh, what a night, what a night, what a night. Freaking crazy indeed. It wasn't busy, it was pretty slow. We had a little bit of a, I don't even know what the hell to call it. I'd like to say an outage, but it wasn't really an outage because there was nothing down. Nothing that we could find. It's just the internet was acting weird at one point and we couldn't really locate why. So, holy shit. 2 loaves of banana bread. Freaking rights. Oh, I love that kind. So we got 2 loaves of banana bread. Oh, you can tell Dad's been in my house. He shut off the bathroom light again. Now it won't turn back on. I'm gonna have to punch him in his face for himself. He's not supposed to fucking touch my shit. Now I gotta do the magical light turn on effect. Like, I just replaced these bulbs. It's obviously the ballast, but all you do is just run your hand across it. Then run your hand across it. And that's it. Fires up. And then I gotta do it to the other one too. Frig sakes. Thank God my body conducts electricity, because otherwise I have no idea how the frig I do that. But yeah, good thing my body's a good energy conductor and it saps batteries and things. So What to do now? What the hell's that smell? Did you shit in your crate? No, no. Fuck, it smells like sour milk. Did I fart? Maybe it's me. Maybe I need a shower. I don't know. Ah, forget. Let's go upstairs. But before I go upstairs, I want the beer. I want a cold one. Mental note. Text Dad. Tell him to quit touching my shit. Comes in here to drop off frickin' banana bread and turns off the lights in the bathroom, and then it's a pain in the arse. Son of a bitch. Holy cock knuckles. It's a frickin' sauna in here. I can tell you a little something about that. Frig sakes. It's brutal in here. Oh, frig. I'm hitting the disco balls with the light. You might be able to see them up there. And it's throwing all sorts of reflections around the room. No, people, it's not spirits. Don't worry. Oh, frig sakes, it's already 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember when I said I was coming home and going right to bed? Failed! Oh well, not a big deal. I'm just going to head out to the garage there after I let the dog out for a piss. And see what the frig's going on out there. Make sure I got all my trash ready for tomorrow. Because Rex is coming over at 11 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to do that dump run. Right now I just want to put this iced tea back in the fridge and let it cool off some more. And I'm going to go rock a piss. And then we're going to let the dog out to rock a piss. And go from there. Oreo. Wanna go outside? Wanna go outside? Wanna go outside? Wanna go outside? Oh, yes you do. Yes you do. Who's your happy puppy? Let's go outside. Let's go. Let's go outside. 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 Come on. Let's go. Outside. Yes, your puppy. Outside. So yeah, we'll let him outside for a piss. He already wants back in. Beauty. And then now we're going to head out to the garage and make sure all that garbage is in order. So let's friggin' do that. It's so friggin' humid in here that light back there, oh there it goes. Didn't want to fire. Son of a bitch. Okay, so for the garbage run, we're going to bring all this shit. Yup. Looks like, so we got 2 cans, 2 bags, and that's about it so far. Just gotta get this mower out of the way. You know what? Oh, frig, smashing into things. I might do a little bit more workout here and finish cleaning off my bench because we're going to do a garbage run. So a lot of the shit on here is garbage and could go into toolboxes and other things. So I'm going to dick around out here for a little bit and clean up a little bit more and get my bench cleared off, I think. That does sound like a good plan. So that's what I'm going to do. Wow, almost looks like a bench again. Friggin' sweet. Well, I still got a little bit more cleaning up over here to do, but nothing too big. What the hell is this for? It's like a power adapter for a computer or something. Yeah, Asian power device. APD, people, APD. There's a serial number there. What's its output? 5 volts. Or 12 volts. What? Doesn't know how much it puts out. Well, no idea what the hell that's for. I'll figure that out at a later date. I plan on taking this drill press with this drill. This drill isn't one of this. Basically, this drill here is kind of dicked. It's either on or it's off. There's no variable motion in it. It's one of those kind that you should never use because you can't really control it. It's either on or off. Great for a drill press, but not good for anything else because you can't control your speed. But yeah, it's not a variable speed drill. There you go. I'm going to remove this one here. And I'm going to install my new one, an actual drill press, not just a press with a drill bolted to it, but an actual drill press. There's a picture of it somewhere on there. Look, it's even got lasers. How awesome is that? So far, every single tool that Dad's bought me, this Mastercraft, my skill saw, which I put in the cupboard back here, they all have guiding lasers. I think Dad's trying to tell me something. But I'm going to take this thing, move it up top here. Should be awesome. And then I want to take this bench grinder, move it up here, install it, get it running. And then I want to take this vise, and I'm thinking of bolting it on over here where there's that lip, because there was a vise there already. You can kind of see the hole there where it was. Yeah, the old man before had a vise there, so it's just, it'd be literally putting it where it was and bolting it down, no holes drilled needed. Just friggin' plop her in place and bolt her in place, and friggin' rights, we'd have ourselves a vise. Then this big son of a bitch and ladder, what I might do is either move it into this corner or clear out that back corner and stuff it in there and get it out of the way. Or I could even move it to the back shed, but that'd be a pain in the ass in the winter if I need to get up top to get anything, so I'd like to keep it in here somewhere. I could also hang it off the wall, I guess, if I could find a wall to hang it off of.
Yeah, there's not really many options for that. But yeah, or even hang it from the ceiling. I could always set up something and hang it from the ceiling here between the two lights. That might work until it comes crashing down and rips my face off. I don't know. We'll figure something out for it. But I want it out of the way so that I can walk through here. Because once all this garbage is gone, right, we'll have this can emptied, and I can toss this can back into this can. All these bags will be gone. That lid will be sitting on top. That means that's going to give me another chunk of walking space here, which will be nice. And then, yeah, it's going to work out really nicely. And then, like I say, come winter time, I can take this friggin' mower, pitch it in the corner to get the blower out, you know, or put that mower in the corner and just take this mower and toss it over here or something, just get it out of the way, maybe back it in, whatever, just get it out of the way. And then get the blower up to the front here, ready to rock and roll some snow. So it's coming along, it's coming along. But I do have plans like for these tires back here that you see, and these tires over here that you see, and somebody was asking me about that subwoofer. Well, I'm probably going to be selling that shit on the Kijiji. I don't want to ship it because it's heavy, so it's going to cost like an arm and a leg. But I do want to do something right now, and that is grab these two speakers and bring them inside to use on my desktop computer that I use for watching movies. Those Genius USB speakers that I bought at the Hawk Shop for $5, that's what I'm using right now, and they're not loud enough. So I'm figuring that if I grab those guys there and bring them in with me, it'll be better. It'll sound better. Or, no, that thing has way too much bass. Even though everybody makes fun of them. This Logitech here, way too much bass. Not a big fan of that. Not when I'm trying to sleep and it's wobble, wobble, you know, that's just ridiculous. But all I want is two pod speakers. I was going to buy some, but why buy something when you already friggin' have it? And I'm not using these speakers out here anymore because the laptop died and got replaced with an iMac. Yup. And yes, people, it does still work. It's like a 2.33 gigahertz. Needs a cleaning, but other than that, it does work. 2.33 gigahertz friggin' iMac. I might bring it in one of these days and fire it up. And I'll probably do a video on that. Like an infrared thing. That's pretty dicked. But yeah, this here, what this was Poo Poo Garrett gave me this as payment when I brought him to the farm, so he didn't have to pay for gas or anything. All he had to do was bring liquor money or his own liquor or whatever, but he didn't have to pay for the ride down and the ride back. So that's how he got out of paying for it. He gave me this Macintosh. And I never did anything with it. My actual original plan for that friggin' thing, and we did it back in the college days, and it was funny. We got one. Well, we got the shell of it because we knew a guy who worked at Neil's Communications. And back then, there used to be a computer store, and they sold PCs and Macs. And it was the only place in town where you could buy a Macintosh at the time. And they had this model here. And the laptops were these like clamshell looking things. You've probably seen them before in movies and such. Well, what happened was one of them was damaged. The screen was blown out of it, the glass in the screen and everything. So the internals got wrecked and whatever. So I talked to him and I said, hey, well, would you sell me the case? And he goes, you can have the case. So he gave us the case. We brought it to school. And one of the guys goes, well, I got an old, yeah, it was a Pentium 3 866 megahertz chip and board. And this is when the P3s were starting, and the P4s were starting, so he wanted to upgrade to the P3, his P3 to a P4. So what we did, we stuck the micro ATX P3, no, this was after. This was an AM, no, we put an AMD K6-2 450 megahertz chip on a micro ATX board in one of those. We mounted it inside, and then we, I don't know how the hell he rigged up a TV to work, or a monitor to work with it, but he got a 15-inch monitor, gutted it, put the internals inside of this little plastic case, which is not that big. How he did it, I never looked inside, but he got everything going. It was a mess on the back. The wires didn't mesh up and stuff, so you had to fire the keyboard and mouse and all that shit into it and get it to go, and it was a real dirty mess on the back, but from the front it looked like an iMac. And what we did was we made a troll post on the forum, on the Mac forums, of how to play Counter-Strike on your iMac. And the picture was an iMac like that with Counter-Strike playing on it. And it was an animated GIF. It said scroll down. So you scroll down, but the thing was, that's the first post we made. We let it sit there and fester for 5 hours, and it got about 120 posts saying, are you going to tell us how to do this, or is this a troll post? What's going on? Blah, blah. My buddy took pictures of step-by-step installing that friggin' thing, of building it. I gave him the case. He went to work. He had all the parts. I went and got the case. He got the parts. He built it up. When he was done, I told him to keep the friggin' thing because, you know, it was all his computer stuff. And I didn't pay shit for the case, so what the hell? Why not, right? So I told him to keep it. But anyway, he had pictures, little 1.3 megapixel, because that was the best camera we had at the time. No, it was a 640K Sony. You guys remember those? The Sony cameras that you slapped the floppy disk into, and when you took a picture, it wrote it to the floppy disk right away? Yeah, those were like $700-800. This kid was loaded. But anyway, no, literally, he was. Friggin' kid, his laptop, he was the only one in the school with a friggin' Panasonic Toughbook. At the time, those things grossed in at like $9,000 a piece. Then again, that Toshiba I smashed the other day, that was a $5,000 laptop back then. But anyway, back to the drawing board. So we basically posted it and he goes, step 1, get your iMac. Step 2, open iMac. Step 3, remove all the shitty Apple parts. Step 4, put in superior PC parts. This is where the trolling begins. Step 5, install Windows, a superior operating system. Yeah, that's what we did. And then step 6, install Counter-Strike. Step 7, have fun pwning noobs on your new iMac with a superior operating system and better specs. Well, son of a bitch. The forums went nuts. People were losing their shit, calling us a bunch of goofs, a bunch of trolls, and like they didn't think the name would be a dead giveaway, called Mac2PC. That's what my buddy called himself, Mac2PC. So sure enough, the forums went ape tits, everybody got pissed off, and shit went crazy, and oh my god, it was nuts. But it was a fun troll, and I was going to actually do that with that thing. But the problem is finding a CRT monitor that'll work, because I believe that monitor's hardwired into the board somehow. I've never looked inside of it, but honestly, if it works as a Macintosh, I might just leave it as a Macintosh. I don't know. But yeah, so that was our big troll, and I've seen people take these things, these iMacs, and mod Xboxes into them and PlayStations into them, and then remove the entire front screen, the 15-inch screen, and put a 15-inch 4x3 LCD screen in there instead. I've seen mods like crazy, people taking laptops and doing shit like that. And these cases, these things here are really sought after by the modders to make some pretty awesome shit. I used to do that kind of stuff. Not anymore, I could care less. But one thing I do know for sure is my next computer, I'm not buying a freaking Dell for a PC, for a desktop. My next rig, I'm building myself. Because buying a pre-made computer has cost me nothing but problems. Mainly finding cards and adapters that will work with my current XPS 8300. Probably saying, what the frig are you talking about, Adam? Well, I thought my problem was the power supply, so I went ahead and upgraded the power supply to the biggest power supply I could fit in that friggin' little case, which was the 650 watt ultra power supply modular, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And then I went out and I wanted a better video card because the 550 Ti, it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing fancy, you know. The 5780 or 5870 and the XPS 9000 kicks its ass like 10 folds. So I was like, well, maybe I'll go out and I'll buy the 680 because they had them on sale. So I bought the 680, stuffed it in there, fired it up, boop, 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 posting right away. I'm like, what the fuck? Jump on the netbook, look up Dell's 3-beep post, comes back and it says video graphics card error. Fuck's sakes, you know. Look it up and apparently the 680s didn't work with the BIOS on the XPS 8300. I was like, okay, well I'll just go update the BIOS. That's not too big of a deal, right? It's pretty easy to update a BIOS. So I hop on Dell's site, go to download the BIOS, latest version, okay. Open up a trouble ticket with Dell saying, yeah, I just bought this video card to put in my computer and it's not working. It's telling me the video card doesn't work. And they come back and say, unfortunately, if the device you purchased doesn't fall on this list of compatible devices, we will not support you in any means, any which way. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what video cards they support. No 600 series. There's none. You can't buy any. They had the 510. Actually, they had, this is even funnier. They had the GeForce 8600. 8800, 9600, 9800. Then they went on to the 200, and then the 400 series, and then the 500 series, and they stopped there. So I was like, well, that's shit for GeForce. Let's see what we can support with ATI or AMD. So they showed the X series, which I didn't know they made in PCI Express, but apparently they do, so that's awesome. I thought they were AGP, but they're not. They had the X 1300, 1400, 1600, 1800, 1900, 1900 X2, which was a 1900 with 2 cores, and then they started moving on to the 3000 series. So the 3000 series, 4000 series, 5000 series, 6000 series, and that was it, 6000 series. So I was like, well, I kind of figured that was the case because Adrian has ADG E0042. He has an XPS 8300, and his XPS 8300 is using the 6870, I believe it is. I was like, well, frig it, I'll buy one of those. Go on Newegg, none, all sold out. Son of a bitch. Go on Canada Computers, none, all sold out. NCIX, none, all sold out. The 7000 series are there, but the 7000 series doesn't show up on the compatibility page. So then my big question was, is my PCI slot 3.0? USB 6 or PCI Express times 16 version 3.0. Ends up it's 2.1. And apparently Dell is saying this is the reason why the card doesn't work. Well, that NVIDIA card I have, the 550 Ti, is a PCI Express 3.0 card, but it will run 2.0 speeds. It's a little slower, but it will do it. So this is why I don't understand why the frig the 680 won't do it. Something about the Fermi core. It's not compatible with the Fermi core. So it's pretty dicked. So I ended up contacting Newegg and said, listen, this card's not compatible. Can I send it back? Originally I was thinking about, no, I'll just keep it. I'll take the 5870 out of my XPS 9000, slap that into the XPS 8300, and then put the 680 in the XPS 9000. The XPS 9000 is the first generation i7. Do you honestly think that board would take it? No, I tried it. Didn't work. Wouldn't take it. So honestly, my next build is going to be a build. I'm going to actually build a computer from scratch. I'm going to buy the motherboard, buy the processor, buy the RAM, and go with it. Like, even that USB 3.0 card won't work. Adrian found one that actually works with the computer. I paid $17 for mine. He paid $60 for his. The only difference is his works, mine doesn't. You gotta buy the brand name D-Link because that's what Dell stuffs in those damn things. And if it's any other brand name, it will not freaking work. So, just a pain in the ass. So, anyway, people, I've just been rambling and walking and pacing like crazy. Yeah, so my next computer is going to be a custom build. Intel, AMD, not sure yet. When it comes time to need a new computer, I'll figure it out then. But as for me, people, it's getting pretty late. I got my garbage all situated here, ready to rock. So that's what I'm going to do. Holy fuck, I've been recording for 15 minutes and 30 seconds. This is like a vlog of its own. But I'm going to shut the video down here, people, and call it quits for tonight. So if you like today's video, hit the like button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, stab them in the guy below. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.